Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home.
Today we have a really nifty little petrol lighter. I say little, it's not really all that small. Comparing it to the Unmarked Miller Products Inc. advertising lighter that we recently did the video on, you can see it's quite a bit taller, about the same width, and about the same depth. Most aluminum block petrol lighters are purported to have been made in the late 1940s and into the 1950s. A lot of people saying that they had ceased production shortly into the 1950s. Now, obviously, there were some exceptions. The Cygnus aluminum block lighters, they were made well into the 60s, possibly even the 70s. But this design reminds me of the 1970s and is even reminiscent of the Zippo Golden Elegance series of lighters that came out in the late 1970s. I'm not certain that this lighter is aluminum. There is some of the gold tone missing though from the back here through to what looks like a silver tone-ish aluminum type metal. But it feels pretty heavy to me for its size, which what makes me think that perhaps it is not. Anyway around it is a really neat little lighter that is not marked, I don't believe in any way. If this is aluminum, then this would be gold anodized, and the screw is gold tone, the entire lighter is gold tone, the snuffer is gold tone, even the file roller is gold tone here. Fluted part that you manipulate in order to spin that file wheel and ignite the lighter. There is no spare flint compartment or anything like that in the screw. There is some damage to the screwdriver slot, which is not all that uncommon for whatever reason. Really not that uncommon in any kind of lighter to have the screwdriver or coin slot to have some damage. That is the original wick that the lighter came to me with. I have not changed it. And you can see there's plenty of carbon buildup, soot, other grime, filth, that kind of thing built up there underneath that snuffer. But a really attractive lighter with this machine working at an angle on both sides, front to back. So the machine work is done at the same angle on each side, it appears anyway. It's a nice size, fits in the hand, good and wide. Good spark produced by the file wheel and the flint. Just has a generic eBay flint in it. Good knurled edge fill screw. And we talked a couple of weeks ago on the live stream, Coffee and Lighters Live, and I can't remember who it was now. It may have been Mark Burris, but somebody brought up another kind of metal that sometimes it seemed like they were comparing it to pot metal. Had a name like Zamac or something like that. And I was wondering if this might have been a different kind of metal. But I think the likelihood is that it is probably aluminum. It just feels a little bit heavy to my touch for that. But you guys know, I've said it a million times, I'm not a metals expert. So whether it is aluminum or some kind of other alloy metal, it is a gold tone lighter with its original wick. It has had the flint tube cleared out of the old degraded flint and the new wick or new flint installed. Looks like the fill screw is not dead on center in the base of the lighter. It is scooted a little bit forward so that you have a wider part here in the back than you have here in the front. And I was just lamenting with the last lighter that we had done a video on, the Unmarked aluminum block lighter that advertises for Miller Products Company of Iowa, that I don't like the little disc file wheels. So this is definitely a little bit more to my liking with the long roller. And I'm not certain why it was taking so long to ignite there. You can hear a little bit of a whoosh as I snuff it. So perhaps it is just a little bit of vapor lock still hanging around. We did just fill it up today. But this looks like a really good working lighter. It is a very attractive lighter with a gold angled machined motif here. That while I said that looked like the 1970s, I think that would put it a little bit late for the time that most aluminum block lighters were being produced. It also seems a little bit odd to me to have a lighter that would be gold anodized but no markings at all. Seems like if you were going to go through the trouble of anodizing the finish of the aluminum lighter, you might as well go ahead and put your name on it. Let people know who produced it. But anyway around it, a very attractive lighter. It does show some scuffs, scratches, finish loss, dings, other wear as you would expect from a lighter of its age. Until next time.